days. There was a lot of hard times. Really, there were fun things that happened, like when you're signed and you're on tour and you're making an album, and then on tour. That's it, man. That's just the best. But in between, there were a lot of uncertain times. Someone said, "Well, how come you had to go to have so many record deals? How come you didn't just stay with one?" It's like, well, I've often wanted to ask RCA and A&M the same question. We just got booted off. We weren't, what do you call it? Commercial enough is what they'd say. And honestly, it just never seemed to be my long suit. I just like to be that natural person that just wants to belt it out, and I want to listen to 11-minute guitar solo. Thank you very much.
And that's why you have your fabulous CD right here, because this is all live tracks that you're bringing out to the audience and everybody that we've been cranking as we've been talking the whole time. I'm hoping everybody's enjoying Karen Lawrence right here.
Oh. Well, were they listening to us just then? Or were you playing the tune?
No, we're still
Did they hear all that?
We're still live. We're still on there yet.
Oh, man. Oh, really? Oh, that's all right, I guess. Whatever.
I'll tell you what. Let's crank another one. We're going to come back a little bit. We'll finish up. We'll go back to the top, because we're talking about you play songs 2-3 times in a row because we like it.
Yeah.
And that's what we can do.
Yeah.
So we'll come back with fun and games. We'll end that. But now it's all about you.
Love it. Love fun and games.
Thank you. Karen Lawrence, here we go. Thanks.
Hey, wait. Tom.
Oh, yeah.
Tom. Did you start it?
I can hold it right now. Yeah, we're back. What's up?
I was going to say, I coined a funny phrase for this song, especially if you're listening for the second time, but I called it like a flower petal picking, he loves me not song. I thought that was kind of funny.
I love it. Like games, because you never know.
You hurt me so bad. Do it again. You hurt me so bad.
I'll play the game better next time.
That's my explanation.
Thank you. Here we go. Thank you, everybody. Got it. Karen Lawrence.
If you don't love me like I love you, why do you let me go? And play the fool. Why do you hold me and kiss me like you do, when you know that everything's just fun and games till if you don't want me anymore like I want you, why not stop me right now? Oh, and say we're through. Why do you let me go, making love to you, when you know that everything's just fun and games till is it because you don't know what your heart's for? Oh, yeah, the things that you treat like you do. Oh, baby, you never, ever
Hello, everybody. We are back on air right now. Fabulous time. Karen Lawrence is my guest. Tommy here, whomagoo, my ultra fun name, whomagoo. So, hey, by the way, that's just a nickname from high school, Magoo, Karen, and I'm a big fan of the Who, so that's how that kind of came to be, whomagoo.
Oh,
that's how I came.
I see.
And actually, I traveled around doing science experiments to kids for a while, so I had to be Professor somebody, and that's my name my sister kind of came up with. So that's actually the whole story, where that concept came from.
I've never been accused of being a professor.
It had to be something silly and fun, you know? It would be so serious.
It's a good story, I love it.
As anybody can tell, these interviews that I do, and fabulous Karen Lawrence is my guest, and we're just having a great time babbling. I hope everybody's enjoying all the great jams that you have. So let's talk about the future, where you guys are going, and what's happening in 19 for you guys now.
Well, I think the next thing would be to cut another record. A lot of tunes. I got a lot of tunes, and that's where I would like to start. I don't know if I'll have everybody that was in our prime there. Dan Petrucci and Charlie Diaz and Rick Dufay and Fred Hosteller. I don't know if we'll all get together to do that. Oh, I think we do have one cut, though, coming out. One a ballad I recorded with Rick and Charlie and Dan. And that might be coming out in January, a single. But I would really like to do another record. I mean, I'll go about... I have so many tunes, it's driving me crazy, and I just record them here on my little 16-track, but it's, they're like my little demos. I mean, I do the best I can, and I move on to about 20 every 6 or 8 months, so the last 20 are done. I'm on to the next 20. I'm serious, they're really good. These new tunes, the new tunes, the old tunes, I'm past 100 of unrecorded tunes. And a lot of those are very, very good tunes. So that's what I want to do. That's what I want to focus on in the next, in the early part of the year. If I have to say I have a plan of any kind,
Yeah, so
it would be to record, and then you gotta play after you record, right? So
yeah,
that's the way it is in my school, in my old school.
So you're constantly taking all your music and you're putting in your little recorder box you have, and you're just keeping, and then you take them to the next step with your band or whoever that.
As a writer, yeah. As a writer, that's hey, it's Mom.
I got a call.
Tell her I'll be late for dinner. You can answer it.
No, go ahead. Somebody will pick it up. It's not for the show.
Oh,
hey,
okay.
I got a call.
Oh, that's funny.
I know.
Tell Mom I'll be late for dinner. I'm late.
It's live.
Sorry. We're past curfew. Oh man, they're calling. Anyway, yeah. For songwriting, I used to say in the 90s when I'd write, it's not a democracy. I wrote in a band for years where the guitar player would bring me the tune, the guitar chords. And as a singer, I didn't really know this at the time. I figured this out way later. But as a singer and as a writer, that was really restrictive. You know, he's already got a tune. He's written the chords and everything. He's got it all figured out. And I have to retroactively lay a tune over that, lay something over it. I don't think I got as much out of it as I do when I just come up with the whole thing myself. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of not a democracy. And the way we used to do it in our prime with Rick and Dan and Charlie and Fred, I would write the tune and then I bring it to them and they take it, and literally, I don't even know the chords in another 6 months. I wouldn't even be able to play it. They've altered it so much, and it's turned it into just a wonderful thing. You know, I might bring them a little skeleton, and they just go with it. And that's how our band was. I think that's why we loved it so much, because I didn't say, oh, this is the song, and you've got to do it this way. Just at the beginning, this is how I have it, and now go with it. Make it your own, fly. You know, that's how we used to do it, and that was great. So now, when I'm just writing things, I like to take them a little further than I used to. So I'll work up all the parts, you know, the bass and, you know, whatever I can do, the keyboards. I do play drums, but I'm really not good enough to be, you know, keep really good time, so no way do I do that. But I do develop them quite a bit. Like, I love doing parts by myself, like overdubbing backgrounds and stuff. So I take it, develop a tune. So now I'm at about 117 right now, and I kid you not, and I'm not bragging. It's just kind of amusing to me because it's been a while. And but I just keep writing new stuff. I just love it because I still talk to myself. I talk to myself and I say things out loud, and I'm just kind of a wise guy, you know, and smart aleck. I don't know how much cussing we can do on your show, or I'd say smart ass. But, you know, so I'm always coming up with, you know, an argument. And an argument sometimes comes up with some kind of clever title or concept. So then the next thing I know, I'm sitting here laying down a guitar track, laying down the bass part, putting down a vocal, and yeah. So now I'm ready to let the band have some of these, what I think are really good ones, and let's do another record. That's what I want to do. I'm soliciting anybody out there who wants to produce this record. You know, call me up.
I love the creative
we'll get
process.
Something together.
How you're continually working, thinking, growing every moment, because we've been talking, and during this, geez, we've been on air now for a whole hour. How you're living in the moment. You know, I remember I heard Johnny Depp once say he never watches his movies he ever did. He just does it, moves on to the next thing. And that's exactly what you're doing and growing, because the future is going to be unknown and continue to grow for you.
Right. Well, you know, I think that I never really wrote a lot until I got older. And, you know, it just, or Blue by Nature in the 90s. It was this band where it just exploded for me. And all those things that I told you about, the kinetic work, the dance thing, the choir, the letting go, and then the idea that it was up to me to write the tunes. The band didn't care about writing tunes. I was writing the tunes. I'm singing. You know, it was my band. You know, it was me and Fred's band. And so if it's my band, then I get to write the tunes, or I have to write the tunes.